But when it comes down to Sand King, it's really about his first couple waves. Is he able to get anything, or is he getting zoned?
Interesting stuff. Okay, so I was listening to you, I promise, but I was also looking at the all chat going on in the game. Schofield tipped BZM at the start, and then BZM tipped him back, and then BZM said hi, and then Schofield said rank game. So I don't know what that means exactly, but there's some talking going on at the beginning as we get into this game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good Schofield's English is either, so he's probably just, bantering how he can.
Yeah. I wonder if they played a pub against each other or something, and there's some leftover drama, or if it's all good, and they're just like saying, "Oh yeah, you did really well in our ranked game the other day. I'm gonna tip you. That's why."
Yeah, I mean, Schofield probably ganked for BZM and made him happy, so they're best friends now.
Yeah, probably. Ooh, they sent the illusions in with the smoke, and that reveals that they're all down here. Hector, he just walks in like a crazy person, has to take Pounce level 1 to not immediately die. And Beast Coast now ready to chase. Shards connects onto 2 of the Bramble Maze. They're all caught in the brambles, but they really don't have that much damage to follow it up. Okay, weird. Fun. Love it.
Yeah, there's no big... I mean, I guess OG has some big skills that they can get kills with, but it's going to be a little awkward for Beast Coast to get kills like this. Sand King's saving a point, though.
Okay. Seeing what he can find. Schofield is actually in a position right here where he almost could have caught Yuragi's courier. And Yuragi had only brought out the 2 branches for himself. And Stinger looking to be in some trouble here. Blinding Light pushback, tries to hide away. He'd already taken the enchant, so it is going to be First Blood taken by Kitrak. Okay.
So that First Blood's good. But he has no mana on Jakiro. I guess he brought out the rest of the mangoes and clarities in the base. 3 clarities, 2 mangoes, a sentry ward, and a healing salve. That was what that First Blood equated to.
That is a big courier coming out for Jakiro. If Schofield catches sight of this...
he has a ward, actually.
Yeah. That could be interesting. I don't know if he's going to be able to get there quickly enough, though, is the only thing. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that, as it is coming on out, passing right on by... Oh, and he's moving it out of range of where it could be. Maybe they had an inkling that this ward was over here anyways, so they won't get that one sniped, it looks like. We'll play
they had no sentries either for the Sandstorm level 1 play. Kitrak didn't have one immediately, so he is not going to get punished for level 1 Sandstorm, which is pretty good for Sacred here.
Yeah. Cool stuff. And now, able to force him back a bit. As Schofield is just going to try and do what he can, securing a little bit of last hits here and there, but is going to be forced back. Jakiro in any lane just feels like such a bully, but does kind of have limited mana at the moment as the roll in, and Mago trying to get away from BZM here. He's 8-1, but well, he's taking a lot of harassment.
Yeah, this mid lane matchup should be pretty good for Storm, but Mago, to get his CS, is put his body in harm's way to get all the CS he does have.
Oh, First Blood maybe up top too. Taiga gets brought down the last second. There's a little bit of help from the net creep too. Sorry about that.
Yep. Not quite First Blood, but because
oh yeah, good call.
Shenanigans. But it is a trade. And Stinger is going to do a lot of damage to MC here. But he has his Ring of Health now on the Brewmaster. Really going to help him sit in the slaying stage a lot better. And Sand King, he did have that first wave where he was able to Sandstorm, but only 3 CS to his game right now. As Schofield, jeez, he's just dead.
Yeah, I mean, Kitrak has had to burn through a lot of this mana regen, but well worth it when we're getting these types of kills out from the Jakiro. That is a very impressive start for them.
Lane's in a good spot. He's buying more sentries, getting, I think he bought a Dust as well. Yeah, Dust and a Love Grenade. All consumables for this Jakiro.
Wow. More hits coming in. And they will drop down that sentry to take it away, so no more vision at the moment. So that's going to allow Sacred to play in this a bit more. Although there is one sentry off a little bit to the left. Mid lane, like we talked about, a little bit of a battle of regen going on, where they both have their bottle now, and it has been pretty okay for Dark Mago.
Yeah, his CS is good. It just comes down to, will it get to a point where BZM can harass him so much he's going to have to go back to base as they manage to get a kill onto the Sand King here. Sand King really struggling here as Kid Rock brought in an additional sentry that's just out of range. He's dewarded.
It's a ton of damage, man.
Yeah, Groggy's just completely gone. Sand King only has 7 CS.
MC, he gets gone on by Hector, but you can see that blinding light. I mean, this is what we were talking about with this hero, right? Schofield ties stuff bottom. Dude, bottom lane is kind of a feed right now. I don't know what's happening. It is not looking great for him.
Yeah, it's not great for beastcoast. That's for sure.
Oh, they're laughing it up.
He's got net in 3.
Sacred.
Oh, what a stun.
All right, he burrow strikes to get a little bit of distance, but yeah, man, life is hard out here for a Sand King. 1-1-1 build, ain't treating him well.
It's just difficult for Sand King. We talked about it a bit. This hero, and yet again, we're gonna have a bit of an issue here with the Sand King getting some CS. They're just doing their best to make sure to zone Sacred away from the camps, and they're doing a really good job.
Right. Kitrak is finally out of mana, and that should allow this lane to go a bit better for them, I would imagine. Like, so much of the damage that's been done so far in this game has just been Kitrak laying into them continuously with these 2 points and dual breaths. But we'll see how it ends up changing. On the other side of things, you know, MC, he's not been having like an absolutely amazing time, but he's almost at Vanguard. I think he just about has it done. Yeah, it's completed now.
I would argue he's having a close to amazing time. He's got 23 and 9 CS. Slark is only 18 and 2. Has Vanguard online. Things are going pretty well for him here. Yeah. Maybe he's not killing the enemy carry very much. I mean, you do have 1 death onto the Slark. But yeah, much better than his counterpart in the Sand King's doing, that's for sure. Oh yes. You've got 8 CS now. Last time I talked about, oh, he just got 11. Wow. Really
look at him
moving up in the world right now in the CS department. Because he had like 7 CS for, I feel like, a solid minute. He didn't get a single CS. But yeah, now that we moved out to Jakiro going to the mid lane, he's able to get some CS now.
Good track. A huge part of that. And maybe with level 6 coming up on BZM, they want to try and set up onto this Tusk. He is going to be over here for this rune. And it's going to spawn top bottled regen for BZM. Oh, that is a good rune to get.
Yeah. He's probably going to have to use it right away thanks to that harassment from Stinger here using the Wild Wing Ripper. That's a mouthful. Just harassing him down a little bit, forcing him to get the kill there. Oh. Dodge the attack from the guard. But they did cancel his regen on the storm.
Oh wow, that's big. They are now going to start rotating around a bit more, it looks, and trying to. Well, Schofield, after going mid, they're running into Kitrak. They find Taiga, try to find him for the kill. Will it be enough? He ends up dying. DOT from the blood grenade. It's enough for the finish. Kitrak trying to run away through the river. But Mago is there, breaks the TP, and sets up for the easy finish. So, as the laning stage breaks down, this does feel like it's going to start to become a better situation for him. Schofield actually got the bottle passed over to him.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why.
He wanted to pick up
the wisdom?
He wanted him to get the bounty rune to refill it, and now Sacred is just going to die because Dark Willow's out refilling bottles for his mid laner. Dude, this is the next level Bottle Crow coming out. Is he going to pass it to... You can't pass it to him with Wisdom, right? No, okay.
No, if the rune's in the bottle, you can't move it out of your inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, he just wanted them to refill his Wisdom runes. I didn't know that, actually. Wisdom runes get a full refill in the bottle, all 3 charges.
Pretty hype.
Yeah, quite nice.
So EZM retreats back to the jungle, wants to pick up some of these neutral items, as he will have a Fairy's Trinket for himself and stacking up Ancients on Taiga, building up this bank. Dark Mago.
Dark Mago.
Snowball. Schofield. There. They get the stun on the wrong side of the shards. Oh, Dark Mago. He is going to fall. And though he's low on mana, BZM staying strong. And there's the Coddle. Helps out with that mana situation. MC shows up. Schofield is super dead. And OG, a 3K gold lead already at 8 minutes.
Yeah, this is getting pretty bad here. The Brewmaster winning top lane, mid lane with that rotation now solidifies that BCM has won the mid lane, and bot lane for Beast Coast is an absolute disaster. Tanking didn't get much in that lane whatsoever.
Yeah.
So pretty much won 3 games now. Or 3 lanes, not 3 games. 3 lanes now at this point of the game. And it's only 9 minutes into the game. 3K gold lead. Sitting quite pretty here if you're OG.
Yeah, they're getting everything that they want out of this, and Beast Coast is going to need to find some new footing for themselves because it really has not worked, and none of these heroes seem scary on the side of Beast Coast. Maybe the only one is going to be Tusk. Dark Mago, though, only level 7 at this point in the game. He can't really find that many easy kills. Like Coddle's fast as Blinding Light.
Top lane, by the way.
Okay.
Right behind Hector. What's the play? Hector does see him.
Take his jungle, I guess? I don't know. Does he just go back home now? He's gonna set.
Oh, he was doing the drop illusions on Hector's camp and then farm 2 sides of this play. Very clever.
He just gave some extra gold to Hector, so that's fine. Mid.
The idea was there.
Dark Mago, again, in
You can't
trouble.
die again. Not again.
Well, he's on a creep with this snowball. Sacred wants to find EZM. They don't have him caught with the root, though, so he just jumps away. Can head on over towards Taiga for a little refill on mana if Taiga can stay alive, but he's not going to be able to. Schofield won't matter. They still have way too much damage. 3 dead mid. And Sacred just sitting in a sandstorm, not able to do anything to stop it.
Yeah, they both brought 4 heroes to this mid lane to try and stop this, and Sacred, he'll be able to walk out, but he doesn't have much mana to play with. He can either choose a stun or a sandstorm. That's it. They do
Try
get
it
the deny,
again.
though.
That's something, but man, I am just not seeing the ways that this works out well for them. Schofield is trying to get levels down on the bottom side of the map, just taking a lane for himself. And that's maybe going to get him to 6 in a decent timing. But, yeah, they're very, very far ahead on this game.
What type of timings are they going to look at? I kind of look at their lineup, and there's no specific timing. Maybe Sand King Blink Dagger. That's probably the one that I'm looking at the most, where they can make things happen. But it's a very skirmishing lineup. You don't particularly want to be behind at this stage of the game when you do have an Enchantress and a mid-Tusk. So perhaps they just have to slow down a little bit, wait for the Blink Dagger on Sand King, then they can turn up pace just a little bit.
Well, and again, the question I have is who do they actually try and kill on Beast Coast? Because none of these heroes are easy to kill on the other side. Beast Coast heroes are all very easy to kill. I mean, Hector, he's going to get one last CS before he dies, but he is definitely going to die. And I guess the only saving grace is that right now OG kind of want to group together and take towers, and that means that they're not farming all the lanes, whereas Beast Coast kind of can, but that's not looking good.
Yeah, you would think that, but then you're playing versus Naga.
Right.
Who can farm most of the camps just by herself. This isn't your normal carry. Naga is one of the better heroes, if not the best hero this patch, to abuse the fact that there's so many neutral camps that you can just farm from.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess that is something that this lineup does very well. They run around as a gank squad as 4, finding these kills consistently, and then Naga's AFK farming. Taiga, he's going to be punished. So they have been able to make some nice little moves there, but I'm pretty sure he's one of the only people that's died. He's died 4 times on Taiga, and that's it.
their 5 kills.
Yeah, the only other person is Kitrak.
One more.
If they can get this kill, it would be huge. BZM is going to go down. That's the type of play they need, but can they get out after? They have the Brew split going, and I don't think that Mago's going to get out of this one. Have the lift up onto Enchantress. Well, maybe. Actually, they still have the Void pullback if they want to use it. Snowballs up to the high ground. Dark Mago getting some separation. Actually manages to walk out of there. The Cinder Brew doing a lot of damage to him, though. But with K1 Hector showing up, maybe they can find enough. A late-stage Blood Grenade connects onto Kitrak, and the skirmishy lineup working out for Beast Coast. Stun.
Here comes BZM.
Storm connects from long range. They find that finish. And, well, Song of the Siren means you're not TPing out on Schofield.
And Yuragi decides to join as well, so the core is salvaging that one a bit for OG, but that's exactly what Beast Coast need to continue to try to do on the map. Right. You're not going to out-farm this Naga, you have a Slark. You are not going to out-late game them either, because you do have a Sand King and a Tusk. These are two heroes that really want to fight a lot, but perhaps Sacred just needs to finish his Blink before he can join too many of these fights. But I think they're going to need him pretty soon if they want to take any decisive wins, and they're going to have to get this Epicenter channel too. I don't think a Blink stun is really going to cut it unless OG is really spread out on the map.
Yeah, I'm with you. Have to get some like serious damage in there, and the other sort of danger is that this looming threat of all of that damage being mitigated by the pipe that Brewmaster is building. You know, he can disassemble Vanguard and have the pipe done in like 400, 300 gold.
That's going to be huge.
That's very dangerous for Beast Coast.
That's exactly what he will do. So in 300 gold, well, he's going to bring out a pipe. But they still have a small timing window until then. But it might be... I don't know if it'll be too late. They can still make these small skirmishes. Dark Mago has a GD in this bottle. That'll help a lot. If you can make a connection. Early, I think they need the Storm.
Yeah.
He's quite tanky. I don't know if you're going to be able to kill him before he gets his ulti off. But you can definitely kill the Storm. And I don't even know how they're going to deal with Naga. Naga at this point, with the Yasha, 3.2k gold, going for the heart next. They'll just deal with that problem when it arises, I suppose. But Yuragi,
right.
he's a big boy in this game.
I guess that might be the best kill right now, though, before that heart comes out, because he doesn't have that much HP at the moment. It's just hard to find Yuragi in, like, the sort of extremities of the jungle. And, in fact, they're going to find Kitrak, get that kill. Yuragi shows up to this, though. And Dark Mago trying to walk away from them at the side. Did he have the Blink Dagger? It's not quite there yet. It just gets delivered by Sacred as, well... Brew split comes out. Taiga is so low. Schofield throws the Terrorize.
He saved him with the Pavus. But he ran into a root. Oh, no.
He just randomly dies there. That's unfortunate. A little head shake comes out.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
He could have lived.
Oh, the Wind Panda spotted him. They see that Sacred's in the area. Tries to go for the epicenter, do what damage they can, but it's not enough. It's not even close to enough. MC now getting gone on. Okay, they don't have Song of the Siren for 8 more seconds. Sacred goes for the stun up to the high ground, but, well, he's going to die as Hector does not have nearly enough damage to deal with. But wait a minute, no, maybe they do. With the showing up Dark Mago, they might be able to make something happen here. Kitrak throws out that stun, and, well, Jakiro just doing so much for them in this. Schofield shows up, and BZM getting another injection of mana. The stun is out. Schofield continuing to extend this fight, but it's not nearly enough. Now, Stinger finds BZM. BZM, he's super low, but he walks on in, and he gets a double kill. Oh, man.
They almost left him to dry there, but then at the last second, that Impudence, he just runs into him and says, hey, guys, there's +1 here, please. Please help.
Look at that fight recap real quick. That is devastating. Oh, God. 4,400 gold swing. Everybody dead. Ugh.
Things were hard for Beast Coast before. Now things are even harder.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say impossible. I was about to go that far, but I'm not going to go that far quite yet. But it's getting in that territory. This game so far has been 99% OG the entirety of this game. There's been some flickers of hope from the Beast Coast lineup, but it feels like every time Beast Coast does something well, something bad happens to them directly after. I
Right.
feel like getting that storm kill at least would have been something for morale there for the Enchantress, but couldn't even get it. Just one by one, Beast Coast is coming in. It feels like they play a lot of their games like this. They're just one by one, keep coming in, keep wanting to fight you. Sometimes it looks brilliant. Other times, it's a feed field.
And I think that, OG taking advantage of this moment right now, building these, like, really good items that have kind of put them into a solid position. The Pavis, freaking Onin on Taiga, kept him alive, and then he killed himself by walking the route, which sometimes happens. It's okay. That was the best of us. But then the other thing that's going on is, like, all these survivability items with the pipe done now. He still goes back for the Vanguard on MC. And just like that lead that they built up, we're going to see Dark Mago go down here. Terrorize? Maybe not. Okay. Trying to survive through this, walk it out. And instead, BZM killing the Enchantress. But what I was going to say is that, like, Sacred was 200 gold away when Dark Mago went in and started that fight. Like, think about how different that fight looks if it's with a Sacred Blink Dagger to start it. And now, I mean, that was before the pipe came out. Now they've got pipe and more, and Sacred, I mean, they're jumping on him.
It's not pretty. At this point, yeah, what you're saying is absolutely true. If they could have waited for their timing a bit before making all these plays happen, but you saw the outcome of that one fight, because they might get a kick. But BZM's TPN, he wants a rebuttal.
Can he get it? Dark Mago. Ooh!
Oh!
All right, that was close.
Something. Definitely helps, but I was going to say that one fight, because of their bit of impatience, caused them to lose 4.4k net worth, which is, when you're already down 3,000 gold, not great here. So the whole map at this point is going to belong to pretty much BZM. This is BZM's map. Right. Taiga is going to give him some mana to heal him up a bit, but with the amount of farm he does have on the Storm, he can make pretty much any jump he wants.
True. Yeah, and I mean, now you've also gotten to that territory where Yuragi has the heart, and the way that you close down the map, while it's, not going to be as intense as we've seen before, I don't think that they really have any way at all to kill Yuragi. Yuragi is going to be free to do whatever the hell he wants in all of these fights, as evidenced by Schofield immediately dying. Now Dark Mago on this tusk, not having anywhere else to go, is going to get dropped like a bad habit. Stinger, well, he Glimmer Capes to try and escape. Sacred hoping to get out of there too, has to burrow strike up to the high ground. Stinger eventually. Blinding Light pushback most likely. Find him, kill him. Godlike BZM. They're running ragged over him.
I'm impressed your bad habits are that easy to drop.
Listen, I am a very functional human, okay? I definitely don't
easy.
Still bite my nails.
I will say this game, it looks out of control.
Yeah.
You said they don't have an easy way to kill Yuragi. I don't see any way to kill Yuragi if Brewmaster is nearby.
Yeah.
If Brew is nearby with the pipe, Yuragi is immortal as far as I'm concerned. You can use every spell that you have, and he still will not die. It really just comes down to how many right clicks can K1 get on top of him while he is stunned. I think he has to get like 10 plus.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how likely that is, if we're going to be completely honest.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It feels like if Yuragi ever has Song of the Siren ready to go, it's just going to be like a one fight from them, or at the very least not a badly lost fight. Yeah, it's very, very tough.
You're definitely in a situation if you're OG where you have to find fights where you're not too spread apart, because the only way Beast Coast can come back is if they catch you one by one here. If you kind of stay grouped up here and around, Keeper of the Light gets the recall.
Oh man, I thought maybe that they could do something to that fight when, like, they were hurt from the Tormentor, but they just weren't hurt at all by it.
Yeah, no, they're too farmed. They're just no damage is being taken at this point. Kind of goes to show you how these cores are feeling. You got Vanguard, you got Pipe on the Brewmaster. Brewmaster sitting 2.3k gold, deciding what he wants to do with that. Maybe more auras, maybe some initiation. Choices is, as he's going to keep you to the top lane, but they do not have relocate. It's on cooldown for 22 seconds, as you do need to access that spirit form to be able to get to the relocate shard.
Okay. Well, that still looks like it's going to be okay, to be honest. They're smoking back up now, and 7 seconds until recall is back up. They're going to run into Stinger, find easy bring down onto him. And back towards mid, Sacred pushing out the ways, doing what they can to hold on to this game. No tier 2 tower taken yet by OG, even though they've got this 11k gold lead. And, well, Dark Mago is looking more and more like a support later as this game goes. Okay, good blink. Catches there onto the Storm. The Force Staff trying to bring BZM low. Ah, it was only down to half HP. That was never, ever going to be enough. And now, I mean, you're picking these heroes to find kills, to skirmish, to get in there and battle, and it's just not happening.
So how many times that you've cast with me where we see a lineup that has a lot of auras versus a lineup that has none?
Yeah.
And I always talk about the difference between this. How often does the team without the auras win?
Not often.
Have they ever?
I don't
Maybe there's
think
been
so.
one. I think they always lose. This style of drafting, I'm surprised we see it so much, but I understand from second pick perspective, right? You want to get the last pick, you want to punish, it doesn't work out. You last pick the Sand King. You forego an aura buyer, so you can get this quote-unquote lane counter. Naga, this Sand King didn't count shit this game. This Naga is completely free farm, he got owned in the lane. So you kind of mind game yourself by trying to pick this hero that's supposed to win the lane, and that doesn't go right. You don't have aura builder, now you have no damage. Now you're in a situation where this game feels nearly impossible to kill anyone. Like maybe you can kill the support. BCM with the Aegis, you're not killing him.
I'm trying to
twice at least.
I'm trying to think back to like what else was around and available at that point, as they might go for one last Hail Mary here. We'll see. I mean, there's still tier 2 towers up, but it feels so out of their control at this point. Although Hector did manage to find the Naga Siren, going to be stunned for a little bit there. And the terrorized Mago backs away. BZM somewhat low on mana, trying to avoid him as he's the Aegis character. They find the backline, catching there onto Kitrak. But Hector runs into a few more, realizes we can't take this fight like this. Now Hector turning onto BZM, trying to build up more stacks. Has to run away as his Dark Pact is running out. And there it is, Song of the Siren, going to be thrown forward. Does manage to get a Dark Pact off, has to pounce away with that Aghanims. Getting a little bit of distance. Hector, another pounce, buying more time, taking damage from the Ancients. Eventually is likely to go
he
down.
Got mana.
Yeah, they got him.
No. That's the Call of Storm effect for you. You're getting mana multiple times in that fight, able to get that extra chase going on here. You killed the Jakiro, and it took everything you had.
Yeah.
I was watching Yuragi in that fight. They started to attack him, but realized that was futile. Went for a different target. Yuragi's HP has not dropped below 90% this entire game, I feel.
We're going to have to take a look at the damage taken numbers at the end of this game, I think, because it has been pretty rough. Yeah,
like even in the laning stage, they never got him low. I don't think there's been a single point in this game where Yuragi's HP went below 90%.
Yeah. No, it's quite bad. But, you know, that's what happens. Yuragi, free farm almost the entire game, went straight Manta and then into the heart. Has an item, I think, coming out to him right now. And that is going to be the full diffusal blade, and then on top of that, another, you know, cool 4,000 gold. Perfectly fine.
So that's kind of the strength of this Nog is here a little bit this patch. Top lane, nothing to see there. Oh, maybe. Can you get out of this one? Can you get out of it?
Oh.
Yes.
Yuragi
Meanwhile, there's a fight bottom lane too. Spikes everywhere?
Yep, they're starting. Well, they're starting to kill Tiger. Actually, Yuragi all alone. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now.
Right.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Health.
Okay. Wait. No. That's fear. It's
New
not
record
working.
achieved.
Maybe there's a chance. Okay. Walrus punch. Ooh. Okay. The snowball. So is TP. Does he manage to make it out in time? No. The burrow strike's there. Wait a minute now. They actually find Yuragi. Can they kill him? Well, I'm
50% HP?
I mean, Hector, he's building the stacks. He's trying to build the stacks. The burrow strike, the terrorize. Oh my God. Can they kill him? Yuragi, he's so damn tanky. He's got the evasion. I think he bought it at the side shop, so he's still staying alive. The burrow strike's there, chasing till forever, and they finally get the kill. Now, they will lose their Slark for it, which hurts pretty bad. Sacred tries to keep you out. Not going to happen. So even when you're winning, when you're getting these kills, you're not really, because...
it's a statement.
Yeah.
It's like, we are not going to allow you to have the freest game of your life. We're going to at least kill you once here.
Schofield's
all about it.
He is going to die. They finished the butterfly on now. There's a whole new host of problems.
Yeah, and Storm just bought out a full hex after that fight, too. Just minor issues.
Who was it that got the kill on Yuragi?
Got the kill on Yuragi.
Oh, it was Stinger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. That's 1,000
he's got
gold.
3k gold. You go into Hurricane Pike. You gotta do some big plays. Yeah, he buys the Force Staff. He's got a little bit of gold left over.
I was going to say MKB.
MKB. Chanchers. What an item.
Sacred. Burrows. He's still in a lot of trouble and going to die. Oh, man. 41-14. What a scoreline.
What a scoreline. Yeah, for OG, it's quite the scoreline. For Beast Coast, they're desperately finding any angle that they can potentially take. Like, that fight was 4 versus 1 against the Naga. They need another one of those.
Yeah. Yeah,
now he has a butterfly completed, so you need a 5 versus 1, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're going to actually be able to do that, to be honest. Like, if they went 5v1, I think Naga probably could still get away from that. Hector decides he wants to fight, sitting in the macro pyre. He is taking so much damage. And now, Song of the Siren used. The stun there onto 2. Hector throws it on out the depth shroud to keep his buddies alive, but it does not keep them alive because they are down 22,000 net worth. And Slark is dead. Sacred gonna be the last one left alive. GG is called an inevitability after the lane stage.
This one was not very close. I think I described it the best in the middle of the cast here. They went for this last example. Tried to crush the Nog in the lane. Forgoed the Aura Builder that OG had in the Brewmaster.